What does it take to beat a 1500 in rapid chess? Okay, so I found an opponent, he's 1600 rated, so a bit more, but still, it's the same, it's gonna be the same concept. So, okay, he plays e6, so the French opening. I'm just gonna play as simple as possible, so I'm just gonna take. And now the setup against the French is gonna be c3, bishop to d3, preventing this bishop from developing, knight f3, yeah, let's go knight f3. If pin, I can just unpin. I mean, not unpin, but prevent the... I mean, take back with the other knight, right? Okay, he plays c5. Maybe this is theory. I'm not really sure. But we're just gonna defend. There is knight g4. So maybe let's take and let's play against this isolated pawn. So basically now I have to prevent him from pushing, right? So this is why I'll go back here, and on bishop g4 I can just plant my knight in the center, and basically I'm just gonna place this other knight on b3. So let's go here and then knight to b3. The idea is I just want to... Actually, I just allowed the push. Okay, he doesn't see it. Yeah, what am I doing? Anyways, now we have the square under control. I can also just play this move, maybe. Takes. No, because then I end up taking with a pawn, so... Yeah, let's go here. And then this move, because I can take with the rook. And I still maintain control of this guy. I should have played bishop g5 maybe, but basically out of the opening I'm completely fine, right? This is the goal. And now I'll have to just improve my pieces basically, and I also have to develop, because I'm behind in development. My bishop is still not developed, right? But he does have an isolated pawn, so this is good for me. I'm expecting maybe a move like rook to e8, maybe h6 as well. On h6 I'll just play bishop to f4. Okay, this move, now I obviously will block the attack. So let's go here maybe. Takes, I take with the rook, because I want to be able, so takes. I want to be able to take with the queen here, so that this is still an isolated pawn. And I want to trade as many pieces as possible, because I'm playing against the isolated pawn. So now let's see what the opponent is gonna do. Takes, take with the rook, then maybe f3, and just play bishop to e3 and bishop to f2. So now also this move doesn't come with tempo, because this is already defended. I mean, I would probably play f3 anyways, but still. Yeah, so now the queen is also attacking this one, so I'm actually gonna play bishop e3 first, so that still takes, right? Or takes, doesn't matter. Basically, I don't want to take with a pawn, right? That's the goal. Okay. Yeah, let's take with a bishop. And then there is a question, should I trade queens or not? I would say yes. Trade queens and go into this endgame. So just a simple position with an isolated pawn. So basically this game I couldn't really show you how to improve pieces and stuff. I mean, maybe I will in the endgame. Because basically you see now it's gonna just be an endgame or not. I mean, I probably take, right? Let's take and let's go here. So never take in this position, right? If you take, then you just develop his rook, and your rook is still on a1. Yeah, and now I'm just gonna play against this pawn. So basically, now I have to eliminate the defender. So this knight is defending the pawn, so I want to kick this knight. How do I do that? Well, first I'll start with f3 to prevent also the knight from jumping in and also give my king a square. Yeah, and I'm not gonna trade rooks. So now let's go here actually, so that the king controls these 3 squares, and now I can move the rook, and now g4, g5 to try to win the pawn. Maybe also this knight can move. Okay, let's go here. If king here, then I go knight to d4, and I have 2 threats. Okay, but now, so now he prevented g5. I could still try to push, but now I'm gonna occupy this square that was just given to me. If king here, I go check. I also have this one, but the problem with this one is that he can go rook b8 and then win my pawn. So, okay. Now let's see. Where can my knight go? I can also do this now, but I'm gonna wait for a moment. Yeah, let's go here, because I have this move or I have this move. So I'm just trying to improve my position move by move. So I probably don't want to trade any pieces unless I win a pawn. Okay. Now if I go back, he's gonna obviously defend. If I move, then he can get in, right? So now I'll sack a pawn, because takes I can push, and then he has pawns like this, so they're split. And yeah, I'm gonna be able to pick them off easily. So let's go here. He takes. Now let's push, and let's win this pawn. Obviously, if takes, so knight moves, takes, and then king here looks like it's a fork, but I can just move. So everything is fine. He probably should go here. Now there is also an option to take first. I didn't even consider that. So to take first, and then try to win this one, but maybe I rushed a bit, but who cares. Now I'll go to b5, and then place the knight on d4. So still this file is blocked, and this one is blocked as well, because the knight controls this square. So even if he goes here and defends this square, my knight is controlling it. Yeah, let's go check and then takes. And also the king obviously is controlling all the squares, so there is no way to get in for him. Now this is not a discovered attack on the knight, because he can take with the pawn and defend the knight. So I do have to be careful about this passer though, but I think my king can handle it. Check and takes is maybe an option, but then he gets in, right? So now I want to trade rooks. Also, this is a move. This is a nice move. Okay. So now, what are my options? My options are to attack this pawn. I can also attack the knight and the pawn. Or I can just, let's say, wait. But why wait? Yeah, I think this is the best option, right? So let's go here. If he tries to attack my pawns, I can just push and then defend the knight with my king. Okay. Now we first look at where the knight is going. I don't see anything, so just take. Actually, yeah, whatever. I mean, let's see. Could I have done anything better? Maybe this move first. Yeah. Anyways, obviously you're not gonna play a perfect game every time, so mistakes do happen. Now I see a cool sequence, so I'm gonna take the rook and then fork the pawn. Obviously takes, I just take with the king and the knight is still defended. Goes here. Yeah, but now your knight is trapped actually. Right? So I just go here. Also this move was winning, right? So check, takes. And then, so let's say check, king here, take, and then check to pick off the pawn. Okay, he just resigns. Now let's just quickly analyze. So I take, okay, c3 apparently not the best, bishop d3 first. Maybe, yeah, because if c3 he can go bishop f5, but you know, this is already theory. We just want to play the setup. So this is all fine. I go back, all fine. Here, there is knight b3, okay, because the bishop is gaining. Bishop moves back, and then I can take. Yes, here I take with a pawn, right? But I have an extra pawn, so I go knight b3. So basically in this game I also showed you how to play against the isolated pawn, right? So both knights are controlling the square. Okay, I develop the rook, move the knight, take with the rook, bishop to e3, takes. Queen takes maybe, okay, it's still fine. I trade, go here. So never do this, even though the computer says it's fine because you have king f1 and there is no way to get in and you're gonna play this move, but still, right? Just develop your rook. Okay, f3, king f2. I do not trade the rooks because if I trade the rook, then it's gonna be really hard. And this isolated pawn now doesn't mean anything, right? It's still a weakness, but not so much if the rooks get traded. So this is why I keep the rooks on the board. Computer preferred knight, okay, whatever. Go g4, go here, yeah. Knight f5, so basically now he pushed the pawn. If he kept this pawn over here, right? Now if I go knight d4 and knight f5, he can kick me out. But when he plays g5, now there is no option to kick me out anymore, right? So this is why I place my knight on f5. He goes h5, whatever, just a random move. And now maybe here, okay, king g3, and then h4. If check, I attack the rook and then take, okay. Yeah, I guess this was also an option, but I went with h4 right away, and then g5 is a mistake. So maybe takes first. Yeah, because there is no need to rush, I guess. And I don't know, whatever. Just king here, I go back. And then I'm threatening this move, right? And also there is no h6. Maybe rook here to prevent... there is a fork. Okay, so let's say king here. No, but then there is a check. There is always something. Let's say rook here immediately. Knight back. And then... okay, h5 even. So this is what computer wants. But you see, you have to be really accurate with black to prevent this idea. He should have went rook e5. Okay, this is basically unfindable at this level. And otherwise he's losing, right? So I take, I go rook b5, I block the file, so no counterplay. Knight c6, oh, there was a fork, I didn't even see that. Okay, I take, maybe here this move, just to prevent all counterplay. But I guess, yeah, he can check. And then let's say I go here. Rook d5. Okay, whatever. Why complicate things when you can just win 2 pawns for 1 pawn? He goes check. If he went out, let's say this move, I go check. I Okay, here it's a fork, so let's say he goes here, I take, and then I fork, right? And this is obviously completely winning, but in the game he just trapped his knight. And yeah, this is how you beat a 1600 with no theory. You just need to know the basic opening setup, and that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you next time.